troops in there and put the bunker busters in and say clean it up.
Y'all did see in the last like 2.5 hours that Iran like attacked U.S. in Iraq. They went after our consulate and they went after Arifjan. We had to shoot down 2 different drones. So Iran's actively attacking U.S. straight, no proxy, no nothing, straight from them. So
where did you get that report at?
That just happened in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, but where did you see the report of it?
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Yeah.
They said they intercepted him.
But they're literally coming after America. They want to pull us into this.
They're so stupid, bro. If they do that shit.
Well, if they done that, I think the decision's probably being made right in D.C. right now to kick it into gear. He warned that guy.
Why do you think we got a second aircraft fleet coming into the Middle East?
Did you read the Huckabee letter? How he says, how you were spared on September whatever when they tried to assassinate Trump? Like, in the very first sentence, I was like, whoa, here we go. What did Mike Huckabee write? Did you see what Trump posted? He posted the whole text message.
Michael.
So there's one aircraft carrier station and Diego Garcia. Then there's a second one that was coming up through the strait there in Malaysia, and then a third one just left out of Virginia, the George H. Herbert Walker Bush or whatever. George Herbert Walker Bush.
Yeah, the Nemesis class one. Yeah.
Well, the Nemesis class one's coming through Malaysia. I don't know what the George is. The Nimitz also the George Herbert Walker.
I thought it was. I might be wrong, but I mean, you can double check.
People.
Yeah,
it's a moot point, but like the point is like how many? You got 2 submarines, how many frigates, how many destroyers,
did you
how
see
many
the
battleships, like per fleet?
There was 30 Strata tankers that left out of the United States and head to Europe yesterday. They got there yesterday. And then they had the WC-135, the nuke sniffer, out running like training exercises over like Nebraska.
Listen, we represent the people.
Yeah, it's gonna get down like Charlie Brown. The fact that they fucking fired at Arifjan, that I kind of get the Arifjan. It's a base in western Iraq. It's a U.S.
So they fired at a base and a consulate. Is what you're saying?
You know that we keep like 2,500 U.S. soldiers in Iraq as like an anti-ISIS
deterrent.
Yeah. So yeah, they're firing on U.S. installations, and we already had like 3 soldiers die last year. We don't want no more of this shit. Don't fuck with our boats and don't fuck with our people.
I just want to know where the fuck did you get the report, bro? Because I need to see that shit, bro. That's important, bro.
Just Google it.
Do you know who Keegan Duncan is?
No.
Look him up on YouTube. He's a U.S. military. He's in the military. He's got access to all the intel. He's been doing reports of what's been going on militarily around the world for probably 2 years on Clubhouse. On YouTube, but you could look up his latest one. It was probably maybe 45 minutes ago, and he's showing you video from maybe 2 hours ago of actual footage of the drones being knocked down.
The thing is, I heard that they attacked a base in Erbil. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that, but I don't know. I didn't hear about anything today, so that's the first time I'm hearing something.
Well, I just found out about it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, you can Google it. Have you Googled things recently? It's called Google.
Who, me?
I know people just like to use their lips and tongues here and not actually use their thumbs anymore, but...
I don't, Googling is whatever, bro.
Matt put together a killer room the other day, dude. That Dr. Adams is fucking hilarious.
What's What's up, Matt? Yeah, he is fucking funny.
What's up, Harry? What's going on?
Damn, bro. I hope they did attack. I hope that is true, because, you know, the United States will literally fucking put an end to this in probably like 24 hours, if not less than that.
Yeah, we don't want to, but we will.
Fuck it, what does it take? A couple of fucking bombers? What's gonna, you know, all their air defenses are down. Nothing's gonna happen.
Right. When we invaded Iraq in 2003, we hit every water station, every power station, every infrastructure. Like, we had their whole fucking country shut down in less than 24 hours. They were just stuck like Chuck Stone Age style. Like,
That was how many years ago? 22 years ago, man.
You can't look at the flaws in our community, and as men,
Couple bucket buster bombs and that's it, bro. They're gonna be with the white flags.
you need to understand, Harry. Those bust-away bomb need to be tested. They did not got tested yet.
In war, you're saying.
yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Don't they need not?
You're telling me we've never dropped a 30,000-pound bunker bomb?
Trump dropped a Moab his first day in office on Afghanistan. Remember that?
Well, Moab's different than the MLP.
Well,
Those never
massive
been-
ordinance.
They've never been. Wow.
Those never been tested, and that's why Trump said all the time that America has the back of Israel, because that was the best opportunity to test that bomb on live.
Well, I mean, the bomb has been tested. It just hasn't been used in theater. I think that's what you mean.
That's what he means, yeah. Battle proven, I guess.
No, it's bad. Yeah, but it's been rigorously tested.
Right,
That's what I'm
for
curious
sure.
about.
Let me understand, which nuclear America ever bombed?
Nagasaki, Hiroshima,
And then they have the
Bikini Islands.
No, he means like a nuclear facility, he means. That's what
Yeah.
he means. Not like nuclear bomb.
where did they have to test it? Which country America attacked lately? You know that bombs also has expiration date.
Yeah, that's why we keep giving our old equipment to Ukraine.
And what Ukraine has to do with a bomb like that?
They wouldn't be able to carry it. They don't have the planes to carry it.
Exactly.
I think they only could be on the B-2.
You need to think before you talk.
Actually, they've retrofitted the B1 to be able to handle one of them. The B2 can handle two of them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, but the idea that you could have 60,000 pounds worth of bombs underneath your plane and still take off is crazy.
70,000, not 60.
It's fucking really crazy.
They're 30,000 pound bombs. What are they, 35,000 pound bombs now to use?
Yeah, but the B2 can carry 70,000 pounds.
I was just talking about the two. I didn't need to add on the extra payload. I'd rather add fuel.
Well, in cases like that, every extra pound, it's more than welcome.
More than welcome to do what?
Carry more.
Listen, I'm already talking to investors that are looking to start a chain of med spas in Iran as soon as the government falls, because we are going to introduce electric hair removal or laser hair removal for the first time in one of the hairiest countries on the planet. And we think the market cap could go from like 100 million to $1 billion overnight.
Holy shit, dude. That was out of fucking nowhere, but that was hilarious.
banks over here. That's a hairy fucking country. You know what I'm saying?
Has anybody looked at what the currency in Iran has been doing over the past 7 days?
No.
Let me get you a forex quote.
It's not looking good.
I was looking at the Syrian dinar before the government fell, and now their dinars are worthless. But there was a point, where it was like at 10 cents on the dollar, and then it fell to literally like 1/100th of a dollar. But people trade the forex on this shit. This is why currency exchange is actually currency trading is actually the biggest marketplace in the world.
Wouldn't that be a penny?
Let's look at Iranian currency calculator.
0.01.
Oh my God! 1 Iranian rial equals point, then 4 zeros at 10, 100,000, 10,000. You get for $1 you get 1/240,000th of a dollar. So it has dropped from basically point quadruple 02 to point quadruple like 1 or 2. Yeah. Anyways, it can't go any lower.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It has plummeted.
In a minute, but I need to pay you to hold it.
When I was in Iraq, I give him $5 and he'd hand me a stack like I was a fucking big baller worth of like Iraqi dinari. And like I couldn't find toilet paper, so I used Iraqi dinari to wipe my ass in the porta sugar.
Yeah, you get
Oh my God.
93,000 rial for every US dollar.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Bro, John, imagine if you took like $20,000 and invested it into the Iranian currency. And then if there's a overthrow of the government and then it goes back to normal, 20 years from now, what would it be worth?
100 US dollars is 420,000 real.
Yeah.
Do you
know
think
there's people doing this shit right now that are buying, trading their fucking $10,000 or $100,000 for this Iranian money? They're just gonna sit on this shit for 20
Oh my
years.
God, there's an Iran Craigslist. Let me check to see what the real estate's going for.
You're gonna buy something there?
Well, I was checking Ukraine when the war kicked off and to see like if people were listing their houses on Craigslist, and sure enough, you could buy like a 4-bedroom, 4-bath condo in Ukraine for like $8,000. Nothing.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be there. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is it's gone when you finally get back to it.
As long as they don't change their currency after a regime change, then your money would be like fucking, oh my God, tens of millions of dollars for like 10 grand.
You'd have to compensate from the old currency to the new currency. There'd have to be some exchange.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You take 10,000 US dollars, you convert it into the Iranian currency, and then 10 years from now, if they have a huge regime change, and now it's worth, just 50 cents on the dollar, and then you convert it back to US dollars. It's like fucking stock market shit. I mean, it's gonna be a long haul if you're gonna do it. I mean, I wouldn't do more than $100 or $1,000 if you can't afford it. You do it, and then they get a regime change, and they're like, "We're discontinuing this currency." Fuck.
Well, like when I tell you that I used to wipe my ass with the Iraqi dinari, like when we went in, we took over their treasury, and we started printing the new Iraqi dinari under the new government. So I was using the old one that had Saddam Hussein's face on it, and the new dinari didn't have Saddam's face on it. So I was just saying when I was wiping my ass, that had Saddam's face on it.
Yeah, that would be the problem. Is it probably has some fucking mullah on the fucking Iranian fucking currency that they would change it, so you wouldn't have
Of course
anything.
they will. Of course they will. They're gonna change everything if that happens, bro. If it's a regime change. I posted something. There's a huge ass explosion in Tehran. I don't know. That looks bigger than anything I've seen so far.
Harry, what is that?
I don't know, man. They're saying some big explosion. That was just recently, bro. This was posted like 30, 45 minutes ago. In Tehran.
Someone's like, oh, it looks like Trump. Like a big orange ball.
I saw that, yeah. The second image, right one looks like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Could be an oil refinery. I don't know. Is gas going up where you guys live in the United States? Or do you guys see like nothing really changing?
I'm good on this end. Then again,
I saw something going up.
I saw gas going down here in Florida, man. It went down significantly too. It's really weird. I haven't checked today, but let me see. Let me look on the app and see what it's showing. What is it, Gas Buddy? That's what it is, yeah.
Dude, that's like right by the fucking. I wonder if that's actually at the mountain where that facility is. If they already hit it and we're just not getting the intel on or information on it yet. That's a big fucking explosion.
That's big, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's fucking huge.
I see the video of it. I don't know. You probably.
Did you see the picture of Shuki or no?
Yeah.
You can probably find the video because when you see the video, it makes it even look more aggressive. You know, more violent, more. You know. Oh, here I found one with the video. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Let's see if I can.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of experts that are saying that the MOP can't actually penetrate that deep. Because the facility's really fucking deep, and I guess it's got like hardened concrete and all kinds of shit in there, so depends like how much hardened concrete and all that's there.
They're gonna do more than one run.
What I don't understand is how the fuck did
It's not
India?
about one more more than one run. There is 6 aircraft that need to be in there, and they will be there.
That's
Yeah,
all
6 aircraft that hold 2 each. That's 12. That's good for a couple runs.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to go down on Thursday.
Why is everybody saying Thursday?
Hey, anybody got the video of that picture or no?
Let me find it. But you said Thursday. A couple other people said Thursday. What?
Oh,
what's
some
happening
guy,
Thursday?
some YouTuber guy saying something's gonna pop off Thursday.
Actually, no, it's one of the leaders for Israel that went on a newscast.
Yeah.
Talked about it. He brought up like Project Grim Beeper when the beepers were blowing up on the Hezbollah members, but he says you think that was something, wait till Thursday, and that's why everybody's waiting till Thursday.
I see.
I gotta check Twitter. Find this fucking video.
It's all over Twitter, bro. But like, there's a better one than I saw.
I put it in the chat. The last link I added was the YouTube video from.
No, we're talking about the explosion. Did you see it, Doc?
No.
Oh, dude, check out the fucking explosion that Harry put in there. It's a fucking monster explosion.
Oh, okay, I got you. Holy shit! All right.
Yeah, but I don't know if the MOP makes a fireball like that because it's underground.
No, it looks like it looks like a chemical fire in addition to the explosion.
Yeah, maybe like some fuel tankers or something, or fuel.
Well, it's so bright. It looks like what's that one chemical that burns white? Phosphorus.
Like phosphorus, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't see a video. I only see.
It could be the photo
I'm trying to get a
too.
good video to send to you guys. That's just the pictures there, but. I mean, it's pretty much just...
There's obviously some secondaries in that for sure.
Oh, so okay, here's
that's not a primary detonation. That's a secondary detonation.
There's something I'm seeing. It says reports coming in from Iranian media that thousands of people from Tabriz, Iran, are demanding the Iran's government to launch an attack at Baku, Azerbaijan. Sorry. This comes after Azerbaijan allowed Israel to hit Iran from the territory of Azerbaijan. I don't know if it's accurate or not. That's where that mountain is.
If I would be them, I would never do that.
It's a giant fucking fire that's burning.
Yeah,
And there's a mountain right there.
Well, that's a big plume, but.
And this was 9 hours ago.
Yeah, but that picture shows like a wafting cloud, not a plume. It was just one thing. Like, I think all that fire that you see in that, like, lift is secondary because, like, there's no mushroom to that cloud.
Mhm.
I mean, because if it's from the primary, like, impact, you always end up with a mushroom, you know, because of the shock wave.
It almost looks like a mushroom, bro. Some of the videos, it really does.
Oh my god, dude, the funniest fucking shit was watching that stupid fucking bitch in Tehran going, Yahudis, 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 boom!
Oh,
Fucking
the Iranian broadcast system or whatever the fuck. Dude, that was the funniest shit. That bitch got off her chair and started running to the left like, where do I go? Where do I go?
She's like, Yahudis,
But that's all from the fucking bullshit.
Well, and even like the one the Quran can be contested. I remember I was like watching some vids, some co-branders had sent me about how like the Quran doesn't speak about any such thing as hijab or whatever. Like they were saying, it's just saying like put whatever you're wearing around your neck, like put it around your bosom, which means
Cover your titties.
cover your titties, which you were asking what's her name, that girl?
Kitty.
No, not Kitty, that other girl, Nora. What's her name? Princessia.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, she just,
Palestinian girl.
that's only because she called me a. She said that.
She told me, I was like, bro, like, come on, like, is he wrong?
Well, she said that atheist Jews are the worst people in the world. Then
What the
I started
fuck?
calling her a fucking whore for showing her titties. But obviously,
She
I
was
don't
saying that.
I-
Yeah, I mean,
don't
I told her, was he wrong with what he... She said, nah, guys, come on, you're not that close-minded. I said, no, but I mean, he's also, like, saying what he's saying, right? So. I don't preach Islam when you're not sort of... I hate this about religious people, the fucking preaching and none of that which they truly practice. So can I tell you something, Sam? I think the back of the... Caleb! I think the back of...
Hello, everybody.
Caleb, hello! Then you said, yeah, let's get a fix, I hate him. He was
I don't
comparing...
think you hate me. No,
Yes,
I
he's
don't.
comparing me to Mikhail, bro. Like, gross. How could you do
I
that?
mean, it's okay. Musicians, like,
Just reacting to bloodshed, that's all.
I understand.
I think the back of my nose, yeah, it's understandable. I think both sides are a little bit higher in emotion. We need to shoot the hell down.
Doesn't seem like that's happening, unfortunately.
It's gonna stop, Caleb. They can't continue like this.
I mean, it will stop eventually. The question
I
is
was
when.
just about to ask why the title was the way it was when you changed it.
Well, I had it be We Love Jews, and then Al was like, "You're afraid to say we love black people," and I wanted to show him that wasn't afraid to do that. But then I changed it back just because that was the original purpose of the room, is to have a little love bomb for the Jews, you know, because they got a lot of hate on this app. So I wanted to be a little oasis in the desert.
You guys find it crazy how it's just naturally black and then Jews always get like compared to each other? Like,
Yeah.
it's like people should study that. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I understand why. It's because it's two different oppressed peoples with very different trajectories, and like, you know, it's just kind of, if you want to understand oppression, you got to understand what happened to the Jews and what happened to the blacks. You know, you're not going to understand it if you don't understand both.
You know, some blacks be thinking they're the Jews, right?
Yeah, there's silly gooses though.
The
Some black
Israelites and all
people,
that.
some black people are Jewish.
That's true.
I'm just saying, sometimes I wonder, like, just about what happened a long time ago. Like, why it's really like that? Are the Jews really Jews, and black is just a color? So, like, why?
Isn't it just the same game though, Marv?
Yeah, I believe it is. I'm just saying, like, black's just a color. You know what I'm saying? So it just, when we keep saying I love Jews and blacks, it's like, who are really black people? What are they really called? You know what I'm saying?
When I refer to black people, I refer to just people whose ancestors 5,000 years ago lived in sub-Saharan Africa. That's what I mean with black people.
Wait, really, Sam? You're not really, because Because I think when I say black, I mostly mean American black people.
So you don't think that
Because
someone from Nigeria is a black person?
I do, but I'd probably call them African or Nigerian.
Yeah, because they don't call them black in Africa. They don't call them black
Yeah,
even
like
in
the-
Europe.
Yeah. It's just America's so racialized in a particular way.
And
That's
it's the
like,
ones in America that think they're the Jews. The black Israelites in America think they're the Jews. So it's just weird. When I ponder on it, I just think it's weird.
oh yeah, we know them.
There's a lot of black people that are trying to. They feel ashamed of being from West Africa for no reason at all, because they have like self-hatred or something. So they try to claim that they're the Moors or the Jews or the Egyptians or what else do they try to claim?
Well, they still say they're the Jews, but they say the Jews came from Africa. That's what they say.
Yeah, but have you ever been on the internet and gotten a spam email? Like, you know what spam is?
Yes, Queen.
I mean, everyone came from Africa originally. We're all from there originally. It's the birthplace of humanity. It's our womb.
I think I personally like studying the North better, though, to be honest. Just because of the harsh conditions. So, like, I feel like the way they had to survive in the North is pretty intense.
Do you mean like north as in like in Scandinavia or north as in like northern Africa?
Scandinavia, like all the way up there, for sure. Like, that's what I'm saying, harsh conditions. I'm not saying Africa is not harsh conditions, but
Yeah.
it's a whole different ballgame when it comes to surviving and food and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you die if you don't figure out how to, if you don't figure out a nice warm place to sleep with some fire, you're gonna literally just fucking die. It's very different.
Sam, I had a question for you. A biology, zoology thing.
Oh, I'm your man. I'm your
Okay,
dog.
so I learned, and it's still a matter of debate, but scientists are looking into this, that dolphins might get high off of pufferfish,
I've
like
heard that.
intentionally. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've never looked
That's
into it.
wild. I hope that's true.
There's other animals that get high. So some animals, when they eat apples, because they have like multi-chambered stomachs that take a while to digest stuff, that the apple will ferment in their stomachs. I think maybe cows or maybe elephants, I'm not sure which, get drunk off apples. Many of them, or if you eat a number of them, which is kind of funny. Who else gets high?
But what do you think about mixing books with chemicals, and that's what takes humans to the next level? I mean, books are, pre-computer, it's all programming, and then the mass distribution with Gutenberg. Now we have like an exponential explosion in large language models and IQ globally.
Now what's that to do getting high?
I'm saying that, when you, like on Shabbos, if you drink red wine and you study Torah, it enhances the learning. So there's a chemical component to education and maybe evolution of the human brain.
Yeah, I think that. There's definitely a chemical component because we know that the human brain, for example, we know that the human brain grew at stages when food was beginning to be cooked because you can access out more of the compounds and nutrients.
Yo, I just looked up how many animals get high off stuff, and it's so many. Okay, so...
But like on purpose?
Yeah, check it out. So moose, elk, and deer, and black bears gorge on fallen apples, but with no bright plums. The fruit keeps fermenting in their stomachs, producing enough alcohol to make them stagger or pass out. And then Bohemian cedar, waxwings, robins. Small birds can handle alcohol. And a late binge on fermented berries regularly to mash crashes in windows. Hen-tailed tree shrews. They drink slightly from palm nectar that naturally runs. Certain amount of alcohol. And
The brain likes drugs. The brain likes drugs. It wants to get stimulated.
the vervet monkeys on St. Kitts have learned to steal pina coladas and from tourists, and they get drunk off it. Chimpanzees make leaf sponges to soak up naturally fermented raffia palm sap. Fruit bats fly straight with blood alcohol that would floor us. They exploit fermented fruit year round. But then there's also psychoactive fungi. Reindeer actively seek out Amanita muscaria mushrooms, and they get their head tossing and walking unsteadily. Wallabies break into opium poppy farms. They eat capsules, and then they go run in circles. Bighorn sheep will scrape mountainsides to reach lichen. It acts as a mild narcotic. Some will risk falls for it. Domestic, cats will seek catnip, and it's entirely voluntary. And then cattle and horses and elk will, certain plants contain swainsinine, and they, if you keep eating it, you'll get tremors and poor coordination. And the dolphins do the pufferfish. Dogs have learned to lick cane toads to get high. Amazonian jaguars occasionally chew a certain kind of vine that has a part of ayahuasca. The locals insist.
Okay, so check this out. So this is like a truth of the universe, then, of the natural world, that like we seek altered experience, right? A brain of certain size and consciousness seeks its own alteration.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you want to?
The same thing, Kyler. That's perfect.
Well, they just did a materials test on an altar in Israel.